Hello friends, welcome back for some more Jaws of the Lion, the Generals. So my suspicions were correct in that the board game Temple of the Great Oak and Prosperity don't exist, which I find interesting in a way that there's never any growth to Gloomhaven, yet all of Jaws of the Lion is within Gloomhaven. Now, just because that's the way it is in the board game doesn't necessarily mean that's the way we have to follow it here. Of course, this is still a video game. It's different. It can be different than the board game. So I might still use it from time to time. If I feel like I want to have some blessings, then I think it's a video game and I can still go for it. So that's kind of the way I'm going to think about it. For now, at least. We don't have many scenarios in Jaws of the Lion. I think there's 25 total, and of course we don't get to see them all. There's probably going to be a couple splits, at least one split in there, but maybe a couple choices where we have to go left or right, and we don't get to backtrack to do the other choice. Just wanted to kind of catch everyone up on the discussions we've been having in the comment sections, and thank you all for chiming in and catching me up as well. Though at first my thought was, okay, I want to stick to the board game, but I'm realizing this isn't the board game, so I don't need to play by the board game rules. Right. One more thing. I picked up some leather armor for Hannibal. He had the money sitting around. Why not? That's just going to be helpful defensively. And actually, one more thing. Now that I'm understanding how the merchant is going to be working, if we never make it to Wealth 2, which I'm assuming we may never make it to Wealth 2 now, we're never going to be seeing new items for sale, but we might find, or we will find, items out in the scenarios, and maybe some of those will be designs. I don't know, and in this case, I don't need to know the answer to that. I don't mind being surprised by that at all. We already did pick up, let's see here. We already did pick up a minor mana potion, and Hannibal picked up the doomed compass. So in this case, we have some new items that we'll put to use, but we're not going to be able to purchase them. I guess we could sell it off, make some money, and have somebody else purchase it. I guess that is an option here. So, but honestly, for now, now that I'm understanding how Prosperity and the Temple of the Great Oak are not part of the board game, I'm seeing how things will unfold in the digital game. I guess this would be a bonus, right, for Jaws of the Lion. All right. And I noticed I did not choose a new card to drop for give and take, so I'm gonna have to do this real quick. So I think I'm gonna be dropping Wicked Scratch because, yeah, this has strengthen on the bottom. The top has a way to have an ally make an attack, but it also brings in darkness. There's a lot of good things here, but I was kind of going back and forth between Wicked Scratch and Lure of the Void. I feel like Lure of the Void, when I need this, it's been extremely helpful. I haven't used the bottom ability yet, but now that I'm realizing how powerful Master Influence is, I think I want to use that, and in particular for this scenario. I want to have somebody perform a major attack with advantage, make that +1 as well. We can use give and take a little bit before we do something like that too. Actually, with strengthen, it won't be as necessary, but getting some blessings into whoever is going to make that attack into their deck is probably a good idea anyway. So, right. So enough talking about it. Let's get a deeper understanding. A tunnel leads further underground. It's time to see what is down there. This is Gloomhaven. Of course, we're going to be seeing a boss. We're going to see zealots. These new chaos demons, which I have no clue what they are. I'm pretty interested to seeing this avatar here. The image of them does not give me a good idea of what they're going to look like. And then this thing, a blood tumor. Yikes. 40 health. That's kind of why I was going for dropping Wicked Scratch. Yeah, this would be helpful, but this is going to be a major attack, and I want to see this unfold against the blood tumor. It says movement and attack of 0/0, immunity to muddle, disarm, and stun. So I'm really interested to seeing what their special abilities are going to be. Of course, special ability A and B in the board game, I assume, because that's the way it is in Gloomhaven. And then they use those over and over again with a couple, like one double ranged attack, I think, and then one move and attack, normal melee attack. So I don't see anything else that I'm going to take at this point. I'm told again that fancy hat is important. I can't figure out what to drop to bring fancy hat in, because I feel like all these other ones are just so good. That move 3 shield 2, I don't see that as being the major reason to bring in fancy hat. This +1 attack to all your attacks this round. If I had some items, I could see some high level items, and I don't know if those even exist in Jaws of the Lion, but if that happens, then I could see this being helpful. For spoiler reasons, I won't get into that. Ricochet, okay. I mean, an attack of 3, a range 3 with an attack of 3 afterwards. This would be an attack of 2, 3, +1 is 4. 4, 5. That would be 7. This would be 2. I could see it being helpful for this one. That's really about it. I guess Ricochet too, but I'm going to keep leaving it out. I'm considering it as a challenge. If somebody says you need this card, then I consider it a challenge to not take the card. So I'm going to keep it out until maybe another card later makes me reconsider this. The 12 initiative does sound intriguing. That would be the fastest ability he has, but yeah, I don't know. I don't see this as absolutely necessary. Right. On to the road. You notice a well-dressed Valrath merchant entering the Sleeping Lion, looking completely out of place. He scans the room, grimacing in disgust at any number of the activities going on inside. Eventually, he spots your table and approaches. I have need of your services, mercenaries, he says through a perfumed handkerchief. Because of the smell? Okay. He claims there is trouble at the new docks. It seems there have been some strange happenings no one can explain. Goods moving or disappearing altogether. Eerie noises. Visions of horrible demons. I hope you are able to investigate and stop whatever forces may be conspiring to topple our economic supremacy. Spoken like a true Valrath. So demand payment up front or just accept the job proposal I mean, we can... Let's just accept it. Let's accept it. Splendid, the Valrath says through his handkerchief. It seems a little money can go a long way in this place. So long as you can get over the smell, he adds as he turns and walks out the door. So we didn't receive any money. I don't know if maybe if we took that, maybe he'd just throw some money at us. I don't know. We'll have to see. But that looks like another side quest. We might take a couple of side quests in the next
You identify
episodes.
the most horrid smelling of the corridors leading off from the abattoir basement to continue your search for answers. What is happening to these corpses? And why? Lighting torches, you descend into the dark recesses. Moments later, you hear the scuffling of feet and hissed whispers coming from in front of you.
The ritual has been interrupted. We will finish it at the Nexus, but...
There is a brief pause, and then cursing.
They approach. Quickly, stall them while we complete the preparations.
The echo of footfalls starts to recede before another voice emerges from the darkness.
But how? I cannot hold them off myself. Open a rift!
The first voice yells, now much farther away.
They must be stopped!
That sounds a bit scary. Not sure what we're walking into here. Conservator, recluse. Definitely not recluse, so we will never burn a card to negate suffering damage. With Vercingetorix, that's going to be tough. Transmitter. Apply any negative condition to a monster while you have a negative condition. I'm not sure. I know the Zealots, the elites have wound. So I'm not sure. I guess we might be able to do that with... Let's see here. Explode. Piston Punch. Explosive Blitz. I guess we have some muddle. We can do it. Let's go for it. Ah, right. We don't want level here. I think we had... I think I had knock out the support before. No, I had crushing weight. Let's bring crushing weight back in. Or hothead, perform 2 actions with burn icons before your first rest. I'll go for transmitter. Straggler, long rest only, plunderer, loot a chest. There is a chest. Sure, we can go with that for Hannibal. Protector, trailblazer, open a door. I think protector. Let's go.
You begin to rush forward. Clearly these maniacs don't want you to smash your way through, so that's exactly what you're going to do. That is, until multiple red lights appear in front of you, violently ripping open the fabric of reality into some other plane. The circle of rifts illuminate the face of the zealot at their center, full of panic and fear.
What is that? That's the chaos demons. Look at those things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Okay.
From the rifts emerge creatures of pure chaos, their movements a nightmarish flurry of claws, wings, and tendrils. One of them grabs the screaming summoner and forces him into a gaping maw in the demon's chest. There is a wet crunch, and the man's head disappears. While the creature finishes its meal, the others turn their attention to you. They fan out, eyeing you maliciously.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. This obstacle here, some meat. Looks like we're still in some butchery. Those brains and nice. Good work. Good work. Well, round 1. We've got a whole bunch of traps here. Poison and muddle. That's all they the That's pretty helpful. I wonder if they push and or pull. That kind of... Okay, innate attacks apply muddle. Regardless if it's just a normal or an elite. Oh, there you are. It's kind of difficult to see you back there. Yeah, so I guess what we'll be doing is pulling them over these traps. That will at least make sure that they muddle when they attack us. And then they'll also be poisoned, so we can hurt them more when we attack them. Round 1. We'll be starting off with Vercingetorix. At 12, Barbaric Instincts. We're going to use this to pull. We're going to use this, but only for the shield, and then I guess we'll use it for the adjacent enemies. Suffer damage, bringing in fire, but Precision Strike mostly so that I can move over here and then pull you over the trap. That will get you poisoned, muddled for your attack. I'm not sure if you're even going to be attacked, but at least that deals some damage, brings in fire, and then we also have some shield available for that. I'm going to go a little bit later with him. So Brennus is going to go at 50. We're going to use this just for move 2. And then Crushing Weight for an attack of 5 because I'm assuming, well, you're going to be here. I guess what it could do is move up to here. I'm trying to find the best time. Because if it gets a move of 4, then it's going to stand here, and then I'm screwed. So yeah, we want to go earlier. Let's go 22, and I'm hoping that they don't get to go early. And if they do stop here, then I won't have anything to worry about. 60, just going late, bringing in air and the favorite, and then 72, close to the abyss, to make them move, depending on where they are. But I might be able to get another trap going, and then give and take for this to start working. Let's see what they do. Okay, move of 2, move of 1. So I don't really have to worry about anything except for the one that I'm pulling in. Okay, yeah, and they do have push. I was... whenever you see a lot of traps, that tends to mean that the enemies will be able to use them. Man, the way that they twitch is... ugh. Kind of... ugh. I don't know. I lost my thought there. Alright, let's move over here. This is a pull of 2, so you will get to pull you. Man, that twitch is getting to me. So maybe none of this is really all that necessary. But dealing a damage there, bringing in fire, that's all very helpful. So yeah, we'll do this. This is an attack of Consume Fire. If you're adjacent to a wall, well, I'm not. Create an obstacle. Oh man, I could have sat right here and then start funneling them a little bit. I'll have to think about this. We're going to skip it, but I'll have to think about it. Let's make this attack as is. Bah! Well, this is kind of unfortunate because now it's going to be able to attack both of us for pushing us. That is unless I just run up here and hit him. But then you're going to move to attack for 5 and then push you 2. Well, I mean, it's just poison and muddle. It's not the end of the world, is it? All right. Okay. It needed earth in order to do that. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so we've got a poison here. It didn't take any damage. Now, maybe what I do is just this. I can heal that off. That will give you a blessing, but then this isn't going to happen. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to poison... Let's see, this one says all allies. And I have a stamina potion. I might bring this right back. But since you're already poisoned, I'm going to just poison you again. And I'm wondering if I should give the blessing and strengthen to Brennus. I'll give that to him. And I'm wondering if I should have them move around or if I should just move around myself. I mean, moving over to here might not be a bad idea. Moving them just one? I think what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to pull you in. Because then you won't have to move. And we can just do something like a stun. We've got a stun on the bottom there too. I have this. Yeah, let's bring him, or whatever this thing is, Chaos Demon. We're gonna bring it closer. And is that actually a hex? It is a hex. Huh. I don't think I want to bring it in there. Okay, skip. We'll end. Round 2. We're going to start off with Hannibal at 18 second wind for a bunch of movement because I'm confident, or hoping, that extra lift will kill this one here. I'm not going to use my favorite. Just want to kill it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we can go, yeah, 5. So just getting through here. That's going to keep this from moving down here and keeping us from making forward progress through the rooms. Through this first room. Then 19 explosive blitz for the initiative, and then robotic enhancement for a stun. So I'll be able to hit you and then walk a little bit. 49 master influence to get another bless out there against, or on you, and then poison you at this elite chaos demon. Turn out the lights for an attack of 3 with curse. Yes. And then 87 blind sickle to make an attack of 3 at range 2, immobilized, bringing in light, and flame shroud to also get moving through. I'm kind of trying to just get through this quickly, get around this corner quickly. So if they push me, they'll probably end up pushing me over here, but if they're not damage traps, I'm not really that worried about them. So they're going at 20. Luckily, I'm going to be able to consume air first, so they're not going to gain some shield. That's interesting to see. They have some interesting AoE attack at range. Huh. Not a lot of movement. These things are strange. I didn't get to see... So we have another corridor such as this down the hall. And then a kind of a small room back there. Alright. We still have zealots too before we have to fight the main event. So we'll use this. I want to make that attack. It's also poison. So I'm hoping for something good here. Great. And I'll use this to get moving. This is now going to just back up and then make an attack against you. Let's undo. Let's go. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? But we'll go here. And end Hannibal's turn. your turn. Yep, we'll do this. Now I know maybe I should have gone for something pretty big, but I don't have many big. I do have this if I was to poison it first, but you know. So this is fine. We'll be able to make an attack here. Poison. You are going to poison it though, but maybe what I do, it won't matter because we're still going to be blessing. I was thinking I could maybe use that as just a movement anyway, but okay. Yeah, so it won't matter. I won't use it. Well, alright. A blessing or a null. I'll take the null. Or the blessing. I'll take the blessing. We'll leave that there, maybe. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's go back here. I'll have somebody else pick that up. I'll leave that for now, because I'm cool with what we have. Yep. Right, it's not going to move back and then make the attack because of Hannibal's leather armor is already going to be at disadvantage. So it's going to move the least amount of hexes as possible to make the attack, which in this case would be 0 because it's muddled, or it's disadvantaged because of leather armor, and then it's disadvantaged because it's standing next to it. So it doesn't need to move at all. I'll take the 2 damage. Okay. Whoops. Let's do this first. Bless you. Bless you. Poison you. And then turn out the lights for our curse and attack of 4. Not bad. And I think if I had used a movement card, but I haven't yet. No. Okay, so we'll continue here. Now it's your turn. Right. Okay, well, you can pick that up. That's fine. We'll go all the way up to here. I'm going to use this only for the experience. And then we'll make that attack here. Okay. Round 3. We'll start off at 15 with Boudica. Signs of the Void for the top ability and the initiative. And then Cold Embrace, move 3, they will suffer damage and then be blessed. So 1, 2, 3, there's our gold. Again, putting some blessings out. Then at 16, Swift Strength for the initiative, but also for that bottom ability to move, get some shield. And Desert Knight, I'll probably end up attacking you, and if I fail, then at least you're disarmed. This is also going to bring in ice and darkness. Then 24, Center Mass. I'm going to move over here and then push you across both of those traps. It's not going to do anything except for, well, poison. But it at least gets rid of these traps. And then Ricochet. I figured I could just use this card. They're not going to be close enough to be able to use Ricochet. So I'll just use the top ability for... let's see, an attack of 2 plus the 3 from the favorite. But I am muddled, so I'm wondering how. I'm not really excited about it, but I do have retrieval to run up, make an attack, and grab the favorite back anyway. So we'll see how that goes. 52 lobbed charge and 1-2 punch. I'm realizing now that that's just terrible. I think what I'll do instead of 1-2 punch is wind up and just get this going. Yeah, alright. Okay, so they will Oh, wow. Consume any element for a disarm. Interesting, because we're going to be leaving light up for them. Now, we won't have to worry about you, right? Right? Okay. Maybe instead of doing this, I just make the attack here. I think I might do that. Yeah, instead of this, I'm just gonna make this attack. Ah, you punk. Okay. Well, we get another shot here. I won't use wind up in that case. Or I could do something like this. Make an attack against both of you. That's going to get you a bit closer to death. Instead of going for the disarm, let's try it out. No, let's not. Let's not. What I'm going to do is undo. I'm just going to move up to here. And I'll get Desert Knight out. Alright, so now you're disarmed. We don't have to worry about that. I have one more attack here. Yeah. You see what I did? I'm not able to go back here anymore to push. Well, let's back up to here. And I'll use center mass right there with the favorite. This is at disadvantage. I could use the eagle eye. Yeah, let's use the eagle eye goggles. Let's just pull one card. That sound. That sound. Okay, that was definitely worth it. Let's make this attack now. Whoops. With this. And double the value of our next move instead. Now would be a good time. Which card do I want to pull? What we have 1, 2, 2, and then 1, 2. So I think what I'll do is not use this. We'll just go one round, and then I'll open the door with the stun while they are... Yeah, let's use the stamina potion just so that I can get moving. I think we want to open this door like right now, or maybe let's get lob charge. That might be helpful in making a bottleneck. Round 4. Okay, so I'm going to be opening the door right now. I realize I could probably take a long rest, get into this room, rest it up, have all my ability cards. Let's just go in. Let's not waste any time. So I'm going to use care package. Whoa, we're going 14 first with Vercingetorix, shocking advance, and then flaming sickle. I'm kind of considering just walking through the trap to get rid of it, so that there's something we don't have. There's one less thing to really think about. Yeah, it makes him muddled for the turn, but I guess it would be muddled for his next turn too. Is that right? Yeah, so at the end of the next turn, the muddle condition is removed. Okay, so I'll still do it. I'm not too worried about what's going to be happening. I don't think I'll be making any more attacks anyway. And because he's already poisoned, it doesn't matter about that. So we'll use Shocking Advance. We'll go in with Infusing Light and Flaming Sickle for this. I guess I could be going for the Shield of the Desert, so maybe I will walk around. But I'm going to end my turn here. Let's see what everyone else is going to be doing. Suggestion, a move of 3, bringing in a curse, so 1, 2, 3. Maybe she will do it, and then Lure of the Void. Maybe she can walk around, maybe she'll just stand on it and get rid of it. And maybe... let's go Lure of the Void later, so we can probably use this later. I think that's a better choice. So at 28, Explode for a big move, and Lob Charge to just throw one of these, his trap somewhere in front, so there's one less place for them to stand, or maybe they walk on top of it. 30, Care Package to get rid of that poison, and Retrieval to walk up here and loot that. So maybe it is in our best interest to just go around. Because then in the next turn we can use Shield of the Desert and use both of these to make an attack of 4 push against 2 enemies. Yeah, and then we'll have this bottom ability. So let's walk around. If I can get that top ability to work for Shield of the Desert, that would be a good thing, I think. Oh, wow. Even more of these traps, and now they're dealing damage. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. There's a treasure chest. We have an elite and a normal. Chaos Demon. They're going to move 3, attack 4 against 2, but that's not going to be the case. So you're going to be able to move here, and then you are just going to move 2. What are you going to do? An elite zealot. Move 1. So we don't have to worry about you at all. So in this case, you know, that's not happening. Oh, wow. What the heck? An attack of 4, he pulled a +2, and I'm poisoned. Yeah, that. Unfortunately, I can't see what my thing is. If I press 1, nope. I'm pretty sure... yeah, I don't know. It's annoying that I can't see what my my thing. I'm pretty sure his is don't burn a card, so I'm gonna have to take the damage. Oh, and then now it has retaliate too. That'll go away. That's... what are you doing over there? Please don't tell me they're gonna be bugging out. Okay. So we'll... oh, that's right. I have move, like, crazy amount of move because of my double the move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I don't want to go all the way. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Although if I did that, then I could throw the charge right here and he'll never be attacked unless they have range attacks, in which case they do. Well, that's unfortunate that I'm not going to be able to use that double move, but hey, it is what it is. We'll use the lobbed charge right behind it. There we go. Now we'll move up. And I think I'm just going to make this attack with this. It'll be an attack of 5, which is pretty good. Just barely. Do we want to use this? That might be a good thing to make sure that it doesn't attack again next round. I like that idea. Cool. And now we get to get rid of that poison finally. I guess I'm muddled anyway. So all that thought about let's not take this is now does not matter. I will have to use this so I can get a bit closer. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And now I'm going to disarm it. Yeah, I shouldn't have stunned it. Skip the movement. Curse you. I totally forgot about my choices here. Because that would have been good to move it over that. Well, whatever. Because it's stunned, I can't move it. Do I want to get a card back? I think I'm going to skip out on that for the Void Warden. Since everyone has 2 cards or 3, you know, we can just take what we have. Follow through, disorienting barrage, piston punch, and 1-2 punch. What was it? Shield of the Desert, healing sands. That's good. Good. And maybe we go for Black Boon. So right now, he has 12. Yeah, so Conservator. Never burn a card to negate suffering damage. So it's nice that you can see that here, right? But when you take damage, it disappears. We're down 7 damage. We're going to heal 4. And maybe I continue that heal here. Oh, here we go. I can do that and then heal the poison right off. I'll do that. It's going to move 3, 2, and you're stunned. So... Oh man, do I do this? I think I'm okay with it because I'm gonna heal 5 from her, and then we're gonna take a long rest. So let's just go for this. You gotta be kidding me. And I'm gonna move. No, yeah. I'm going to move into this hex so that one of them has to stand on that hex. But I'm wondering, she's... Follow through as long as is enough range. 1, 2, 3, 4, you can see. And you won't be able to move up. So you know what? I'm going to stay right where I am. So I'll have him move up. And then we can push this over a trap or something like that. I don't need to use that. Okay. I will make... Oh, actually, that's not even necessary because we might kill it here. Yep. Never mind. And honestly, I'm sick of this thing sitting here, so I'm just going to take it. We're going to be taking a long rest anyway, so all of this is going to go away. Skip the rest of that movement. Yeah, we won't heal 2, but he's not really in a dangerous position. Oh, I've got my boots. Okay. You're going to move 2. 1, 2. And then you're going to be able to attack, but we don't have anything. Good. So we won't be disarmed. It's just going to be an attack of 2. And I'm going to push you right over this. So let's use this. Or actually, undo. Let's use this one. skip the rest of the movement, and now we'll use this with our poison dagger. And we'll hit him again. Nice. And push, push. Dead. And we've opened up our way to the treasure chest, which has to be him. Okay. Well, we'll heal. Oh, you know what? If I do this first... Yeah, we'll do it that way. And now this. And that poison will be healed away in the next round. When he takes a long rest. Okay, everyone's just going to take a long rest here. Fantastic. Ah, you're disarmed. That doesn't matter. Long rest. Long rest. Long rest. Long rest. So it's going to make... I guess it's going to... Let's see here. It's not going to move. It's just going to stay right where it is. And then make an attack of 2, muddle. That's all fine. Of course it did that. Okay. So, as per usual, I'll do all this kind of through the magic of editing. We're going to see Boudica go first at 23 with suggestion, just for the move 3. I would have loved to get this curse out, but I do have this stamina potion. If I need to use it, I can pull it out then. Get suggestion back. Sap warmth, let's poison him, and then get this thing ready so that when we start making attacks, everyone's going to be getting healed. Then at 28, explode with Brennus, move 4. I'm just going to run around to the other side and then 1-2 punch it over that trap. Maybe that's enough. If not, then at 32, Vercingetorix is going to move 3 and Blinding Sickle to make an attack of 3 against it, bringing in light. 1, 2, 3, and then make an attack to there. And if that's still not enough, we have Power Pitch and Second Wind. I'll be ending my turn here with Hannibal, and then I can just default punch him. Alright. He's going at 52. Move 2, attack 4, muddle. All enemies adjacent to the attack suffer 1 damage. If darkness was out. We will have darkness out, so I'm hoping that we're going to be able to kill it, though. And we'll poison him. And then, of course, get Sap Warmth ready. Alright. I kind of want to bring this in because we have darkness, but I'm hoping that we kill it, so I'm kind of just getting ready for that. I'll move around here. We're going to be making 2 attacks, against this with poison, so that's 3 and 2, and we'll heal twice because of Sap Warmth. Good, half. So it's basically dead here. I'm going to push it over that, and then it's dead. Good, good, good. Now we get to move up. And I'd like to pick this loot up, right? But I don't think I want to just sit here for very long. And it's just 2 gold. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip it. I did lose 2 gold back there. Oh man, it's the end of the world. Maybe I'll have her pick it up. I don't know, but I don't really want to just waste any time here. Okay. Yep, we'll move over to here to pick up my favorite. And default, do nothing. Round 8. So I'm going to pick this up. We're going to kind of spend 1 turn in here, and then we're going to bust through the door. So let's see what we can do in this round 8, I guess. I want you to go pick that up. So center mass. No, here we go. We can use that to heal up 1 more. Let's use retrieval just to... I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3 and then pick this up. And retrieval I'll just skip at 30. Barbudica. It would be nice if I could... I don't have any loot cards. No, I do not. Master Influence. Maybe I want to use this now. And then I'll use... Yeah. That means I don't get to use this, but I do have other... We have give and take still, so... Any movement, man. I do have my boots, so I guess it doesn't matter. Another thing I could do is just use this, but we don't have anything in the room, so I don't want to use that. I guess I could use Cold Embrace and just use it for a move of 4. Well, let's go Gift of the Void. I'll just use this as a move of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I'll go pick up that gold depending on where everyone else is. Let's... I'm thinking Lob Charge. Am I thinking Lob Charge? No, let's use Wind Up to get that ready. Maybe we use Explosive Blitz to jump into that room now. I don't know, I don't remember if the Blood Tumor can be stunned. I want to say no. I want to say that almost all bosses cannot be stunned. I'm going to use Crushing Weight just to move a couple hexes. Get out of the way. And as for you, maybe let's get Flame Shroud ready. And Shocking Advance might be a good thing for that light, but what would I be using it for? Shield of the Desert. Shield of the Desert, really the only thing I could use it for. Well, we'll get it. We'll get it. Okay. So I'm going to move. Yeah, just hang out right there. We'll grab Flame Shroud. We don't need this move anymore. Maybe this will come in handy in this last room. We still have our healing potion, that's good. So let's move up a little bit more. We still have our boots, that's good. Yeah, skip and wind up. So in the next 2 attacks, add +2 attack. Great. Let's move over here. Heal ourselves. We're also bringing in Earth. I don't know if we've got so many. I don't know if that's really going to be helpful though. I mean, for that stun it could be, but it's not going to happen, so we'll skip that. What is in the chest? 5 gold. What a waste. But at least he's going to be picking up his his goal there, his battle goal. All right, we'll do this and then pick up Master Influence. Now, do I want to use the minor stamina potion now? What would we want to get back? I guess we only have suggestion and Gift of the Void. Darkness isn't available, so I don't think that's a good idea. And then Gift of the Void. Now, we'll skip it. We'll see about picking it up later, maybe. Round 9. This is where the boss is going to be. I have no idea what else is in here. The boss, I remember, has, what was it called? The Blood Tumor has 40 health is what I remember. So let's go in hard and see about how much damage I can deal in this first round. So first up is our door opener, Brennus with an explosive blitz. Of course, we have those boots, but 1, 2, 3, yeah. So this entire room, I assume, except for the boss, is going to be stunned, and then piston punch whoever we want to stand next to, or whoever we end next to. We can make an attack of 3, 4, 5 because of, where is it? Wind up. And then we'll be able to push them for 3. So maybe we'll find some traps in there. 21 extra lift I'm going to use for that bottom ability. Why not at this point? But also 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd like to get up here. Center mass for an attack of 3. With his favorite, make that attack of 6. We can use Eagle Eye Goggles even. Maybe the Power Potion too. We'll see. 40 Precision Strike for that top ability. I think I want to see that in action. If we get lucky, they will still be stunned. So that'll be an attack of 7 with advantage. Ooh, so we don't want to use... We need to remember that. Don't use fire for that... What is it? For Piston Punch. Don't use fire. Huh. Yeah, okay. I just need to remember. And Barbaric Instincts for a move 2, and then attack 1 with wound. 1, 2. So I'm hoping maybe what I can do is get into this side of the room to push an enemy toward the door so that I'm able to make that attack with him, with Vercingetorix at 40, then at 72. Close the Abyss for the move 2, and Give and Take for the poison, and then the Bless and Strengthen. And maybe... Nah, we'll go late. That way everyone's out of the way, and we can just step up to here, and we'll figure out where everybody is. So let's do this. I'm not going to use the boots just yet. We might use them, but let's open
As
it.
horrid as those creatures were, nothing could quite prepare you for what lies beyond this final stone door. A huge cocoon of bloody flesh pulsates madly in front of you, bulbous and wrong. Its seeping fluid drips to the floor as it thrashes with malevolence.
Wow. Yeah, Blood Tumor is a good word for that.
The Nexus needs only a little more energy.
Yells a robed man, looking to you in a panic.
We'll just have to take yours.
Come and take it. So I think, let's see, they're going to move 3, Curse Wound. Well, okay, they're not going to do any of that. What can this do? It's going to do its ranged attack. It's like boring, non-boss ability ranged attack. 3 at range 3, targeting. It can't be muddled, disarmed, or stunned, so we can move it around and do a whole bunch of stuff. But it can't be stunned. But I think what I'll do is maybe move up to here. That way I can push you. Well then, yeah, we want to push that one close to the door. Because as is, you're not able to make an attack. You'll only be able to move up to here versus Getorix will. So let's move all the way into here. This is at range 3. So 1, 2, 3. Well done. Why does it say 24 health? Active abilities. The first attack performed in each of your attack granting actions gains advantage. That's what I have. So does it do that itself? I'm not sure. And now it says an attack of 4. So before it said it didn't have an attack at all. It said attack 0. What is going on here? Anytime anyone other than the blood tumor suffers damage, the blood tumor heals itself for that amount of damage. Oh, well. Okay, it says lose if the blood tumor reaches its maximum hit point value. Whoa. Interesting. Anytime anyone other than the blood tumor suffers damage. That's me, too. Huh. Well, I don't like the sounds of this at all. But I will be able to kill this, right? It still... Let's see, if I kill both of them before it, then it will heal up completely. Huh. Well, let's make sure to make the attack against you first then, huh? And then center mass against you with the favorite. We'll use that. And eagle eye goggles. I mean, everything I've got. There, so I'm not worried at all now. Gotcha. Yep, so we'll move up. I'm not going to be using the precision strike against this. That's a waste. But I will do this. And I'll just make a normal attack against you. Or not. Okay. 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 That was nice. We'll just move up to here. And poison an ally. I already got rid of Close to the Abyss, so I'm just going to poison myself here. And I'm going to make sure that you... Is it you? What's coming up? Yeah, let's go with that. You. Nice. That does bring that in. So I think I'm going to use my stamina potion now for suggestion. That's going to be helpful with this or this. We'll see what we want to use it for. End your turn. Round 10. We don't have fire. We don't have sun or light or whatever. Maybe we use Swift Strength and then Desert Night to bring those two in, but to also keep someone from attacking. Swift Strength so we can move up. Then Robotic Enhancement, Lobbed Charge. Alright. And Follow Through and Ricochet. Then what? Maybe we use Signs of the Void for this bottom ability now. I think I want to try this. Yeah, let's try this. This bottom ability, Lure of the Void. That's at 3. 1, 2, 3. So if he does go up here, then I'll be able to use it. And I'm going to use Signs of the Void for this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Heal all targets. Wow. Like me too? Oh, allies. Wait, target all allies. Okay. And then we've got some attacks coming from them, some weird attacks, but I'll be able to use... Yeah, it looks like I'll be able to use this before it gets to them. Me first, huh? So I'll have you move up now. This is still at range 3. 1, 2, 3. I just want to make sure everything is looking good. Okay, and now this, for you, I have so much stuff over here. Look at that. That's funny. I've never seen it scroll before. Confirm the target. The one... Oh no, it will be advantage. I was just going to say it's not going to be an advantage, but it will be advantage because of this. This is an attack of 8. Oops. I want to get a good viewpoint for this. Ah. Okay, I mean, it worked. It connected. I guess that's all that matters. Let's make sure that somebody does not attack, right? A poison and a wound. Maybe that's you. And then we're just gonna skip this, but we'll take that extra shield. And I'm gonna use this, why not? Alright, now what? How much movement are you going to have? 1. Here we go. Check this out. That's not what I thought I was gonna do. Now I need to make you move over there. That's okay. What I'll do is I'll stand over here now. Maybe I'll push you over it later. It does bring in fire too. It's not completely... Whoops. Let's use this bottom one too. So now when I make this attack, on the next 4 attacks when possible, an enemy adjacent to the target will suffer 2 damage. So here we go. Well done. Okay. I guess we'll take some long rests where needed. You don't need it. I could give you a long rest. And sure, we still have wind up. Cool. Okay. What are we going to do with you? Maybe I do the bottom and the top thing. Suggestion. Yeah. And then turn out the lights. Maybe not turn out the lights. The problem is I only have one Okay, this is range 4. Okay. So suggestion, I could make you attack here, and then you take the stun, and then you make an attack against that. Alright, alright. Yeah, I like that. They're going to be healing again. And I'm going to be going after. Okay, no damage. Okay. So I'll have you be the one that makes the attack at advantage, right? And then you'll stun. Be stunned. And what I could do is have you move here. It says move 3. Can I do this? Yeah, now you're muddled. Great. Skip. I'll have you use fire to make that attack. What? Nice! That was awesome. Okay. And then I'm going to have you just make this attack here, because you're stunned. The first attack performed in each of your attack-granting actions. Ah, so if there's multiple targets, then it's only the first one. It's not the first of the turn. That's good to know. We can use that to heal this nonsense off. Oh man, and then it just healed itself right back up again. Okay, round 12. So we'll start off at 10 with Vercingetorix's Shield of the Desert, just to pull up that shield, fire and light, and swift strength for that. Probably just going to use the bottom ability here, but I don't see a need for it. And I'm not going to be gaining anything from anything else. Yeah. So we'll just make a normal attack against you, probably, to kill you off. Then 39 is Hannibal, follow through for another big attack. Or the bottom ability. Maybe there's the bottom ability, and then Power Pitch for the major attack. Maybe I'll do it that way. Of course, after targeting you. Then 42, Piston Punch. And 1-2 punch, or maybe the other way around, we'll see. And then a long rest for Boudica. It's going to heal 4. Interesting. Then ranged attacks bringing in fire. But you're stunned, and I don't have to, and you're probably dead. Let's do it. There. So now it doesn't have anyone else to heal. I know that's not really that necessary to absolutely kill them, but it's just kind of grinding a little bit for the experience, the loot, and whatnot. In this case, I'll just make... we have a lot of cards. Yeah, we've got plenty of time. I'm not going to make it with Eagle Eye Goggles. I'll just make this normal attack. Oh, okay, yep. And because I was dealing 2 damage because of ricochet, it only had 1 health, but I dealt 2 damage, so it healed 2 damage, or 2 health. Keep that in mind. I'd like to pick up the loot, right? Let's just pick up this loot. Demolitionist's turn. Let's make this attack with poison. Can I poison it? I can poison it. Well, that helps. So now it won't be able to... Oh yeah. Now it won't be able to heal. It'll just heal the poison off. That I would have done that a long time ago. Fire. I'm going to keep fire for later. Good hit. Skip the push. Or maybe just push it over there. Sure. And because of that, that was still on it. On her. Yeah, I'll heal 1. Okay. So, I mean, this does not matter. We'll just get rid of this. It doesn't bring any points for her. Round 13, we'll be able to do this with Precision Strike. That's going to give 2 experience. Is there anything else? Yep, Desert Knight will give another experience. What about you? That bottom ability we can use just to bring in. And... Hold Embrace? Sure. I can use that top for a couple experience. Sure. And as for you, nothing is going to give experience. Okay. It's going to try healing again, but we'll have it killed before that. I was trying to get this gold, or the loot back here. That's not going to be happening, I guess. So I'll use this. Confirm that target. And then I'll use this. Oh, with our boots. Look at that. We got it. We got it, guys. I know that was bugging all of you, wasn't it? So we're just going to skip because there's nothing for you to do. And then we'll make this big attack with advantage. Oh, but we don't have a negative. Or it does not have a negative. That's alright, though. The +3 was obviously not necessary. Right? Okay. We're just going to go here. Pick up the loot. And some experience. And the victory.
The bloody sack explodes into a shower of viscera and goo, and the zealots who spent so much energy trying to protect it collapse to the ground. It is quite the awful, putrid mess, but at least it's over.
I like that. That boss was interesting in a way that it had a completely different style to it. No other type of boss uses abilities like that. I think there's a a boss that does heal. I'm pretty sure, but I can't think of which one that would be. But for it to heal itself and then heal every time anybody takes damage, I enjoyed that one. That was a pretty fun one.
And then, one of the dying men laughs.
You think this will save your city? Doom approaches as more of our experiments grow in power. Gloomhaven will soon be engulfed in flames, and screams will echo throughout the streets. The Blood God will consume you all.
I need to say one more time. This voice actor is killing it. He's amazing.
Your thoughts return to the widow Sandy, and you grab the man, demanding to know where Roland and these other experiments are. But he is gone. So instead, you grab a chunk of the tumor and decide to bring it to the university.
Ugh.
Perhaps the researchers there can shed some more light on the situation.
You grab a chunk of the tumor. Not things many people say, is it? Okay, so we didn't get transmitter. Oh well. But we got everything else. That's good. 11, 12, only 5 for the demolition of 6p is what I'm talking about. And then 8 for Vercingetorix. Hatchet doing the work, as per usual. Not a whole lot of damage taken. So I'm thinking of increasing the difficulty by even just by 1 for now. We can see where that takes us, because I feel like I'm making the progress through these scenarios pretty quickly. I'm pretty comfortable with these 4, and their synergies are pretty killer right now. The 4 of them working together is pretty great. So I think increasing the difficulty might be a good choice. Anyway, let me know what you think about that. Oh boy, 25 experience on top of the 6 experience, and then we've gained 1 prosperity. So there is prosperity. Agents of Chaos is the side quest. And corrupted research. So there is prosperity. Whoa! Everybody leveled up. I was not expecting that. That's a welcome surprise. Okay, yeah. Huh. I mean, we've increased prosperity twice now, so yeah, I don't know. I guess I was thinking that we weren't ever going to see the wealth increase at all, but if that gave prosperity, I'll have to look into that again. Okay, let's go through the level ups here. This is great. Level 3 for everyone. Woohoo! Warmth of the Sun. Attack 3, +1 if you infuse light and muddle, and this is a pretty wide open attack, AoE. Really nice to see that. And it's a burn, but that's okay. The 23 initiative, a heal 4, range 1, bringing in light as well for the bottom ability. Good one. I mean, this is typically I'll just be healing myself with Vercingetorix, but bringing in light, another way to bring in light, that's good. Or Strangling Chain. 19 initiative. Attack 3, immobilize. Each time the target is attacked this round, it suffers 1 damage. But consuming fire 2 damage instead. Wow. So this would be great for a boss. Or anything with a lot of health. The bottom, move 4, immobilize all adjacent enemies. I mean, a move 4 at 19 is pretty helpful because I have Flame Shroud. That's another 6 move 4. I like the move 4 non-burn abilities for the with a move 4, with a high move at all. So that one's tough. I was thinking this one would be the best, right? I mean, a way to heal 4 and still make an attack, or heal 4 and heal 4 again with healing sands. So that's a heal 8. Or be able, I guess I could heal myself for 4 and then heal Brennus or Hannibal for 4 as well. I kind of want to choose one and then focus on it, maybe. Instead of trying to take both fire and light, maybe it's better to just choose one and focus on it. But not necessarily throw away the other one. Just know that that's an option, that we can maybe do this instead of fire that one time. But I'd really like to be able to use both. But in this case, it's fire or light. We don't have that choice. Man, that heal 4 is just so good. And then to be able to use that top ability to explode at the end. Strangling Chain, though. Again, that move 4 at the bottom. Immobilizing, I don't really care too much about the immobilizing technically, or typically. Anybody that's standing next to Vercingetorix is going to be standing there anyway, unless it's a ranged attack, of course, but I think I'm going to go Warmth of the Sun. I am going to go Warmth of the Sun, but my next question is, like, what do I drop? I feel like I want to keep this, and maybe I drop Flaming Sickle altogether. The problem is that I don't have many ways of bringing in fire for him. Brennus does. Brennus has a couple abilities that bring in fire. Yeah, well, won't be looking at that here. We'll have that figured out before next time. 2 perks, because we got 3 check marks. And then for leveling up as well. We've already taken Extreme Fortitude, ignore item effects. And I kind of want to... Maybe I drop these 2. Or take these 2. Consistency, Refine. Now I just have Null and -1. And after this, we'll start dropping the 1s and bring in 2s. Dust might be a good one as well. We can use Refrain and Gouge to remove the other 0s on top of that. Okay. And maybe I just go for Flare and Illuminate next, actually, because it'd be good to have random ways of just bringing in fire and light. Then I can say, oh, now I have fire, so I can use this ability instead. Okay, maybe. We'll keep thinking about that. Brennus. Fire Bombs. Hey, another way to bring in fire. So I'm getting closer. If I do take this one, then I'm getting closer to dropping Flame Sickle for Vercingetorix. This is an attack of 2, range 4, targeting 2, bringing in fire. 24 initiative. The bottom, move 2, destroy 1 adjacent obstacle. If you do, gain 1, and all enemies adjacent to the destroyed obstacle suffer 2 damage. Okay. That seems like this one. Except, yeah, the target suffers 2 damage. Of course, this one stuns. It doesn't have a move attached to it, and this one doesn't burn. Alright. Interesting. I like that. Nowhere to Run. 39 initiative. The top is a burn, attack 4. Add +1 attack for each wall, hex, obstacle, object with health, character, or trap adjacent to the target. So pinning them into some corner with some targets, allies. It says characters, so that could be our allies or enemies. Wow. That could be pretty devastating. The bottom ability, move 3. Move an obstacle adjacent to your starting hex to an empty hex adjacent to you. Move an obstacle adjacent to your starting hex. So I guess it's like picking up an obstacle and then bringing it with you, I guess is what that's saying. Although, you know, nowhere to run sounds really cool for that top ability. Also being able to pick up obstacles, move them around. That way I can, you know, use, let's see here. I could use rubble in a next turn, so I can throw that between me, between Brennus and an enemy, and then jump on it. I guess in the same turn, right? Yeah. It does bring in earth, and I'm not using earth like at all. Implode was the one that I got rid of a long time ago. I feel like that's part of the reason why I don't want to take this. Nowhere, the top ability, although sounds really strong, again, sounds way too situational for me to make it work. I'd have to really find that one time that the enemy is standing like adjacent to a wall and an obstacle and a character, and then that would be an attack of 7. I feel like that's where it would be worth it. It has to be 7 or greater. So 3 of the hexes of the 6 hexes that's adjacent to the target has to be taken up by something. Now, if it was in a corner, then yeah, I guess 2 or 3 of them could be walls. Do you count as one? I would assume you count as one, so that's always you. You're always there, making that 5, right? So that's basically an attack of 5, and then every other hex that's occupied by these things. Because you are a character, Brennus. I don't know. Fire bombs sounds great for bringing in fire. Having an attack of 2 against 2 targets at range might be helpful, because sometimes Brennus doesn't have the... sometimes there isn't that space for Brennus to jump into for to make that melee attack. Or being able to just walk up, smash something, and then everyone suffers damage. That sounds pretty great too. I don't know. This, like, nowhere to run. I want to like that. I want to take it, but I feel like I'm going to take fire bombs. I'm going to take nowhere to run. Because that bottom ability is a move 3, which is good, plus that, plus those boots. So a move 5. Brings in earth. I don't care too much about earth all that often, but we can use earth for Boudica as well, for her master influence ability. Then what? Oh, and then to be able to just bring an obstacle with us. I think there's something there. I just feel like this one is way more situational than the other one. I can just make 2 like average ranged attacks at range 4, bringing in fire. I think that's way more helpful than this is going to be. But I want to like it. I want to see what Nowhere to Run can bring. All right, moving on. Just 1 perk. I think consistency. Let's keep going with consistency. Next, Hannibal. Fearsome Efficiency, 58 initiative, attacks 6 at range 4. If this attack kills the target, 1 enemy adjacent to the hex in which it died suffers X damage, where X is the amount of damage the target would have suffered in excess to what it was needed to kill it. Ugh. I mean, No. I guess if you were to, let's say you make an attack against an enemy that just has one hit point left over with this, and you pull a +0, all right, then it deals 5 damage to an adjacent enemy. Yeah, I mean, sure, that sounds interesting. I guess with his favorite, that would be an attack of 9. And if you were to truly be amazing and pull that ×2, then 18, that would kind of kill 2 enemies even at full health. So sure, that sounds really great. How often does that really pull? I don't know. Bottom ability, attack 1, range 3, add +2 and gain a point if you killed an enemy this round. Okay. Okay. Next, sharpened blades with initiative of 44, sorry. On your next 5 attacks, add +1 and wound. Okay. I could see this being really helpful with disorienting barrage, because I have 3 enemies in sight for disorienting barrage. Now it's an attack of 2 and wounding all of them. Fancy hat. Now it's an attack of 3 and wounding all of them. And then using the power potion, it's an attack of 4. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. A move of 4, make it 6 if you have air. Man, yeah, now I see Fancy Hat as being helpful because of sharpened blades. But that means I'd have to drop 2 abilities, and it's a lot of work to get into that position. Get sharpened blades up, get the favorite up, get into a position to be able to make an attack against 3 enemies, let's say, then use Fancy Hat and Disorienting Barrage. So this would take 3 turns to get into, get into a position to be able to use it. Now, it doesn't have to be 3 turns in a row, of course, but that seems like a lot of work just to have an attack of, 4 against 3 enemies. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Of course, I think there's something there. I think there's something here. To be able to move 4 over and over, to have this as a move 4 or 6 until you want that is probably my way of doing that. And I think I'm going to be taking it. Sharpened Blades. I don't think I'm going to take this Fearsome Efficiency. The bottom ability, yeah, to be able to make a ranged attack and kill an enemy and then be able to make another ranged attack, that sounds fun, but I feel like Hannibal needs to be a bit more mobile. So I'm going to go Sharpened Blades. I'll be using the bottom ability, of course, maybe 2 or 3 times, and then I'll pull Sharpened Blades out and we can go for that major, hit. We can continue to hit the same target. We'll just get rid of this. That wound becomes moot at that point. But if I do bring in Fancy Hat, I think there's a synergy here that I'm interested in seeing now. I'm probably gonna get rid of Second Wind then. No, not Second Wind. Where is it? Here, Extra Lift. I feel like Extra Lift is the one I want to get rid of because that bottom ability is not something I'm going to be too keen on. The problem here is the top ability is a great one for him. A ranged 5 attack is very helpful in many situations. I could get rid of Care Package. Let's get rid of Care Package, actually. I don't think I'm too reliant on this anymore. Second wind could be another one. You know what? Let's go fancy hat, sharpened blades, and I'll drop second wind and care package. This is a lot of movement, but I'll be using this quite a bit too, so let's see that in action. I could also get rid of power pitch if that's the case, because this air doesn't seem as useful anymore. Except for here, maybe, but if I am to get rid of extra lift, then I will be getting rid of power pitch. Alright, we'll keep it like this for now. One perk, we've already gotten rid of, or we've taken consistency twice. I think I want to continue with hack. Or stupefy or numb. Let's go hack. Yep. Finally, Boudica. My voice is going here. Taunting Fate. Heal 6 at range 2. Shuffle 1 Bless card into the monster attack modifier deck. Ugh. I don't like the sounds of that. I guess if you're making them attack, you could... I mean, with our Iron Helmet on Vercingetorix, that becomes a 0. And if we make them attack using hers, then we won't be, like, her modifier for Boudica, we won't see that too, so. The next time you grant an attack this turn, add +1 attack to the entire attack action. Add +2 instead if you consumed ice. All attacks targeting you add +2 this round. This card cannot be discarded before the end of the round. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So basically, you don't want to use this when you're on the front line. I think that makes sense. This top ability is strange. I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Commanding Presence, another one of these, man. No, not, well, we do have that. Where's that curse? There's this one. Signs of the Void. At the start of your next 5 turns, one ally within range 3 may perform an +2 attack action. +2 attack action. Why not a 2 attack action? 75. Move 4. Curse self. Ignore the curse with darkness. One ally within range 3 may perform move 3. What's Crushing Cold? One ally within range 3 may perform attack 4, target 2. Muddle with ice. The bottom is move 3, muddle at range 3, bring in ice. I don't really like any of these. Or none of them are like jumping out at me. This Taunting Fate. The bottom ability could be cool. The next time you grant an attack this turn. So it would have to be a top ability. So Suggestion is like the only thing that I could put that with. Unless I had Crushing Cold. Commanding Presence. Commanding Presence is helpful for that. Move 4 and then someone else can move. I'm going to take Commanding Presence for that reason. Move 4, we can ignore that. We get darkness up from time to time, so we can ignore that, and then someone else can move 3. I think that's helpful. And then when we get to that last room, maybe we pull this up. Where's that one that we move to and then they move to? Black Boon. The problem is that's such a big heal. I think I'm going to drop Signs of the Void, though. I'll think about this, but I think that's going to be my choice. Yeah, this one I do like quite a bit, but Black Boon, to be able to move and have somebody else move and do that twice sounds like a pretty good idea. The problem that I'm seeing now is that I don't have many, like, this brings in darkness, a burn for frost or ice, consumes darkness. This one brings in ice, but I bring Master Influence, this top ability, in more now. These consume. Burn to bring in ice. That has darkness. Burn to bring in ice. So I don't have many abilities that bring in ice for free. Actually, I remember here. Oh, let's do this real quick. Maybe we want to bring in Frost then, but I think I want to bring in Restore. Let's do that. Yeah. We'll keep going with these heal and ally perks here. Oh, you have another one. Okay. Let's keep going with it then. Yep. I like those. Everybody, well, almost everybody, we have a mana potion here. You don't have anything, so we can go buy something. Hannibal has the Doomed Compass, and Boudica also has a minor mana potion. So those will be helpful. These 2 mana potions will be good for, hey, I need ice next round, or Vercingetorix is coming up and I don't have fire. Let me put fire out first with Boudica, and then Vercingetorix can use it. Something like that. That'll be helpful for both of them, for themselves, or for helping each other out. Cool. Okay, well, we now have a couple side scenarios, and I think I'm going to do both of those maybe next week for both of the episodes. I think so. I'll think about it, but I'd like to see what some of these side scenarios are. One of them is a boss, so we can play around with high level of health again, and maybe up the difficulty to see what kind of damage we can do. It is level 2 by itself now, so if we up the difficulty, it's going to be level 3, and we're level 3, all of us. I think we can handle that. But let me know what you guys think on that as well. All right, that'll do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're enjoying the series, you can let me know by leaving a like or a comment. If you're feeling ultra generous, you can follow the link in the description to buy me a coffee, which would go toward fueling me to making more content like this for you. With that, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you next time.